Hey, what's up, guys? This is Likas, aka On One. Yeah, I made this little video box to make it more personal. So, hello, people. Uh, if you watch me, I may be making faces. Maybe. I'm known for retarded facial expressions. But yeah, so let's get into it. For this tutorial, I'm gonna be making the Deadmau5 Jaded Plucks. My friend asked me to make like progressive house pluck tutorial for him, so here it is. Yeah, so load up a silent one. Okay, we're gonna use this because it's my favorite. I know how to work with it well, and it's a lot of other people's favorites, and a lot of people use it. So go to your menu and initialize the preset. So we have this. Alright, simple. This is like the third time recording this video, so I'm gonna start talking a little faster. So beginning with this, 8 voices on the first oscillator and 8 voices on the second. Make sure they're both saw waves. Okay, turn off both of the retriggers by clicking this light. Okay, for this one, the phase is going to be 42.86. Alright, so right there, and the detune is going to be 1.81. So move it up to there. On this one, we're just going to change it a slight bit. It's going to be 109.71 on phase. Alright, and then the detune is going to be 2.29. Right there. So the beauty about this patch is for part A and part B, it's basically the same for this half at least, and this one. So we'll set up this filter. We'll put it on low pass and feed AB into it, okay? We're not going to hear anything yet, but we will. Now we're going to turn the drive up to 1.33. Resonance stays down, and then the cutoff goes up to 1360. Alright? And the reason it's making that popping sound is because I turned all the envelope parameters down. Alright, next thing we're going to do is the envelope parameters, which we're going to move the decay up to 4.7. Alright, we're going to move the sustain up to 2.7. 2.7, sorry. And then we're going to move the release up to 4.64. 4.64. Right there. Alright, so basically decay opened up the sound, sustain will sustain the sound for a certain amount of time, and then the release is going to make a tail. So when you let go of the button or the note, it'll take a certain amount of time to completely stop. Alright? That's what the envelope is doing. So we can copy this envelope and we can put it on part B as well. Alright, and we can copy this filter that we set up already, and we can put it on part B. Only thing that's going to be different is we're going to turn the resonance up to 1.19. Alright? Jesus. Alright. Cool. So it's starting to get into the higher levels, so it's starting to distort a little bit, so we can turn down the main volume. It sounds better. Yeah, the next thing we're going to do is the modulation envelope. Alright, right here, we're going to select cut off A and A only, okay, not AB. We're going to turn this up to 5.43. Alright, and I forgot, for the main filter control, turn the warm drive on, cutoff goes all the way down, and then the resonance is going to go to 95.95. Alright, so this is what you should have so far. Alright, now on the envelope, we're going to turn the decay up to 2.18. And that's basically going to be the sound. but we're going to turn the release up to 3.22. Alright, the reason I keep looking down is because I wrote down what I have to do, so yeah. That's basically it for the modulation envelope. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set up the mod wheel to open up the cutoff so that you don't have to mess with this. So go over here to MISC, you're going to go into the sources and you're going to put mod wheel. Alright, you're going to turn this to cut off AB and turn it up to 6. Alright, so when you move the mod wheel, it's going to go up as well. Alright, the good thing about that is when you actually open up the mod wheel and you set it up so that the source, it goes to a certain amount, once you get to the maximum amount on the mod wheel, it won't open the filter all the way up, so you can set it up to open up just a slight bit. So that's good for sounds like these where you don't want it to open up completely, as compared to mod wheel and then the cutoff. I mean, whatever floats your boat. But anyways, so part B is going to be the same as part A, so that's why it wasn't sounding so thick. Copy and paste both of them. So A1 goes to A1 goes to B1, and A2 gets copied into B2. Alright. So yeah, that sounds a lot fatter now. I was wondering why that wasn't working out. But yeah, so the last part is the effects. We're gonna put some EQ on. Okay, we're going to put the bass on 3.36 and the frequency is going to be just under the half mark, so 119, and then the treble is going to stay about 7.36, so just under it, and we're going to go down to 1100 hertz. 1184 will be good. And then we're gonna turn on your delays. We're gonna put them on half. Alright. Turn the low cut up so that the delay doesn't interfere with your basses. So you can put them at about 300. And then the high cut, we'll turn it down to about 1100. We're gonna put the spread on 80% and the width on 80%. So it'll give a more of a stereo image. Okay, we're going to turn down the dry wet to 23% because too much delay will sound bad, and this way it's really subtle. Okay, and you can mess with the other parameters. This is just what I had. And then we're going to turn the reverb on. We're going to turn the pre-delay down to 70. Okay, and then we're going to put the size on 8.07 right there, and we're also going to turn the dry wet down to 29% because too much is a bad thing. Yep, so there's the sound. Pretty simple. It's nothing too spectacular. I mean, the difference between that and Deadmau5's is probably minor tweaks, you know, but he also has a lot more experience working in studios, so he has all those he has all the knowledge about what effects do, what he can tweak and all that. So it's not the exact same. Alright, we're never going to get the exact same sound unless you break into a studio, but it's very similar. Just like all other sounds, we're not going to get the exact same as the professionals because they know what they're doing a lot better than we do. We're still learning, or I'm still learning at least. If you're a pro and you're watching this, what up? But yeah,